The question today for me is there a need really to cultivate sensitivity to non-dual awareness? If consciousness, reality, existence always is, why do we need to practice or cultivate sensitivity to non-dual awareness, to this existence, to this reality? I mean, it's already here. Well, my experience has led me to feel, to find that when I often look around, I find that there is an expectation that it should be somehow different than this. It should be somehow more intense, more textured, more nuanced, more something spectacular perhaps. Not this ordinary, banal existence. So then it dawned on me, I'm not seeing it because I am not familiar with it. I don't recognize what non-dual awareness looks like. And that's when I realized again that my ordinary consciousness, your ordinary consciousness that gets you out of bed every morning is not different from cosmic consciousness, universal consciousness, Buddha nature, call it whatever you want to. So then I'm not recognizing this moment, these circumstances, as a manifestation of non-dual awareness. So what is invisible? What is not here to be recognizable? What am I not seeing through this form? And of course, emptiness, spaciousness, and consciousness are all invisible. They are like a negative space. Yet it is because of emptiness and consciousness and spaciousness that we have the material world existing in form. Everything we see, everything I see, is a content in consciousness. The thoughts, the ideas, the emotions, the physical sensations, the contents in consciousness. So these words I'm saying are not what you should be paying attention to. It's the emptiness, the consciousness that is holding all of this. It's not a matter of the truth or the falsity of an utterance, of a statement. Either way, it's just a statement. It's just a content in consciousness. It is not consciousness itself, and it is consciousness itself that you essentially are, that I essentially am. So I become sensitive to consciousness, to hearing, to seeing, to feeling, without there being a subject or an object, just the feeling. Living happens. Seeing happens. Listening happens. That's why that saying is so significant. The seer, the seeing, and the seen are not separate. So it is possible to cultivate sensitivity to non-dual awareness so that I do not, become distracted or overly distracted by the contents in consciousness. I am aware of them, but it is the abiding in consciousness as consciousness that I'm finally getting to see. Maybe you will too. The thing is, what I become familiar with, what you can become familiar with, is the feeling, the awareness of yourself as a content in consciousness, walking around with the awareness that your body in space walking on the sidewalk, walking in your house is a content in consciousness. Living and breathing and walking around with the understanding, the awareness that everything you see in your life is a content in consciousness. If you see that way, then you are in the world, but not of the world. I'm walking around beginning to see and experience life, all of life, as a content in consciousness, not just my consciousness, your consciousness, universal consciousness. And it makes a difference in how I see things, how I react to things. Something to explore.